my pleasure and indeed a privilege to stand before you at the launch of the National Inquiry into Sexual Harassment in Higher and Tertiary Institutions in Zimbabwe. Today marks a crucial milestone in our collective commitment to ensuring safe, dignified learning environments for all students and staff within our higher education sector. As we gather here, we do so against the backdrop of a deeply concerning reality, the rising number of complaints related to sexual harassment within our tertiary institutions. The Zimbabwe Gender Commission has seen a significant increase in reports from individuals who have gratefully come forward to share their experiences. These stories are not just numbers. They are voices pleading for attention, recognition, justice, and change. Each report represents a life disrupted, a future jeopardized, and a community that has been let down. Zimbabwe Gender Commission is embarking on a national inquiry into sexual harassment in higher and tertiary institutions in Zimbabwe as a crucial step towards upholding gender equality and ensuring a safe and conducive learning and working environment for all. This inquiry is mandated by the Zimbabwe Gender Commission constitutional and statutory obligations contained in Section 246 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe, which mandates the Zimbabwe Gender Commission to safeguard gender equality and social justice. Section 5 of the Zimbabwe Gender Commission Act, Chapter 10, Number 31, empowers the Zimbabwe Gender Commission to investigate any systemic barrier prejudicial to gender equality, gender equity, and gender mainstreaming in a specific named sphere of activity or named sector of the society or economy. This inquiry aligns perfectly with our legal obligations and our mission to promote equality across all spheres of society. By examining the systemic factors contributing to alleged sexual harassment in higher and tertiary institutions, we aim to identify and address the root causes of this pervasive issue. Our investigation will shed light on how institutional policies, structures, and practices may inadvertently perpetuate environments where harassment can thrive. This proactive approach is crucial for fostering long-term change and ensuring that our educational institutions are not only safe but equitable. This inquiry is not merely a procedural response. It is a necessary step towards understanding the depth of the issue and developing informed strategies to address it. Previous research findings, including a 2022 Parliamentary Committee report, have indicated widespread allegations of sexual harassment and highlighted systemic issues such as power imbalances within institutions that enables exploitation. Since our establishment, the Zimbabwe Gender Commission has received a wide range of cases in which sexual harassment cases constitute the majority. Among sexual harassment cases dealt with, most were from tertiary institutions. In light of this alarming trend, the Ministry of Women's Affairs, Community, Small and Medium Enterprise Development, on the 2nd of October 2020, formally requested the Zimbabwe Gender Commission to conduct an inquiry into the prevalence and impact of sexual harassment in our education institutions. The Commission launched some initiatives such as awareness raising, research and surveys to ascertain whether a national inquiry was necessary. Continued reports of sexual harassment in tertiary institutions confirms indeed that the inquiry is imperative. The national inquiry aims to collect data on the prevalence and nature of sexual harassment in higher and tertiary institutions, to understand the institutional responses to reported cases, to identify gaps in policies and implementation, to promote a safe and conducive learning environment for all students and staff. The primary primary objective of the national inquiries are to determine the extent and types of sexual harassment occurring in tertiary institutions across Zimbabwe. To analyze how institutions handle reported cases, including support mechanisms for the victims. To uncover the barriers that prevent victims from reporting harassment and accessing support. To propose actionable recommendations for policy reforms and improved policy implementation by all institutions. The Zimbabwe Gender Commission acknowledges the commendable effort by the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education in developing a model sexual harassment policy for all institutions in Zimbabwe. This initiative is a significant proactive measure that sets a clear standard for recognizing, addressing, and preventing sexual harassment across tertiary landscape. The model policy serves as a framework for institutions to implement effective measures that protect students and staff, ensuring that everyone can pursue their academic and professional goals without the threat of harassment. By providing guidance on the best practices and procedures for reporting incidents, this policy complements the Zimbabwe Gender Commission inquiries and reinforces collective commitment to fostering safe educational environment. As we embark on this important journey, I call upon all stakeholders, educators, administrators, students, and civil society organizations to actively participate in this inquiry. Your insights and experiences and suggestions will be invaluable as we seek to create a comprehensive picture of the issue at hand. I encourage all of us to freely engage, share our views, and put forward practical interventions and recommendations towards addressing this vice. This inquiry into sexual harassment is, from the Zimbabwe Gender Commission's perspective, a step towards gender equality, not only in our institutions, but in the country at large. Education is meant to empower, inspire, and uplift. It is unacceptable that our institutions, which should be sanctuaries of learning and growth, have become places where harassment undermines this mission. In closing, let us remember that the fight against sexual harassment is not just about addressing individual incidents. It is about transforming our educational environments to ensure students across the board can thrive without fear. Together, we can create a future where every student feels safe, valued, and empowered to pursue their dreams. Thank you for your commitment and dedication to this vital cause. Let us move forward with resolve, courage, and unity as we launch this national inquiry and take meaningful steps towards change. With these remarks, I hereby declare that the national inquiry on sexual harassment in higher and tertiary institutions launched.